Hi friends, in this video we are continuing the second part of the first question in the centroid and we are completing the question in this video. So in the last video we have subdivided the complex geometrical figure into simple geometrical figures like rectangular and right angle triangle. So now in this video we are continuing the problems. So now now after subdividing the complex geometrical figure into simple geometrical figure like rectangular, right angle triangle. So if you see the first component, that is G1, that is nothing but the centroid of the first component. So if you look at it, it is a right angle triangle of base width of 2 meter and height of 6 meter. Here if you look at here, it is 6 meter and base width is 2 meter. Come to move on to the second geometrical component, that is rectangular of base width 2 meter and height of 7.5 meter. Here 7.5 meter. In the right angle case, it is in the right angle triangle it is 6 meter. Here for rectangular it is 7.5 meter. Now come to third geometrical component, that is right angle triangle. So it has base width of 5 meter. Here base width this one 5 meter and the height of the right angle triangle is 5 meter here to here. Now the last geometrical component, that is the rectangular, that is G4, that is nothing but the centroid of the rectangular of component 4, which has base width of 6 meter. From this edge to this edge it is 6 meter and the height of that right angle is rectangular is 1 meter. So now we need to plot these tables. So components, each component 1, 2, 3, 4. The component area in square meters for each component for 1, 2, 3, 4, and x is nothing but the distance from the x-axis, the centroidal distance from the x-axis, and the y means the centroidal distance from the y-axis. It is how much distance from this axis, that is nothing but y-axis, and in x-axis it is how much distance from this axis. So if you draw, you can draw something like that. If you draw this, so suppose this one is the G1. So we need to find the component of the x, the centroid from the x-axis to this distance, and we need to find the location of this centroid from the y-axis. This is for the geometrical component 1. Similarly for geometrical component 2, we need to find distance from here to here by adding this distance along with this distance, and in the y-axis, that is in along y component up to this distance we need to find this distance, we need to find this distance. Similarly for here, from here to here the height in y-axis, and up to this, up to here, we need to find its location from the x-axis. So first come to here, the geometrical component 1. So geometrical component 1, that is, so before that, so just take a glance on these standard geometrical figures, that is rectangular. So area of rectangular is base into height, that is nothing but a into b. For right angle triangle, the area is half into base into height. So this one is the base and this one is the height. So now move on to here. Okay, so the base width of this right angle triangle is 2 meter and the height is up to here, it is 6 meter. From here to here, it forms a right angle triangle, so its height is 6 meter. So first geometrical component, the area becomes half, base width is 2 meter and height is 6 meter from here to here. This is from here to here. So if you look at this, it is 6 meters. Now come to the second geometrical component. So second geometrical component is rectangular. So the base width of the rectangular is 2 meter. This distance is nothing but 2 meter and the height is 7.5 meter. So by adding 6 meter plus 1.5 meter, this whole distance, this whole length is 7.5 meter. So the area becomes width into height. So width is 2 meter into height is 7.5 meter. Now come to the third geometrical component, that is another right angle triangle. So base width is from here to here, it is base width is 5 meter, this distance, and the height is 5 meter. So this distance from here to here, it is 5 meter. We got this by deducting this 6 meter by 1 meter. So we got this 5 meter as the height of the right angle component G3. So here also same. So base width is 5 and height is also same, it is 5. So now move on to the last geometrical component, that is rectangular. So of the base width is, the width of the rectangular is 6 meter and the height is 1 meter. So area becomes the base into height, that's another width into height. So width is 6 meter from here to here. So if you look at here, we got this distance from here to here, 5 meter plus 1 meter, it is 6 meter. So from here to here, it is 6 meter and the height is 1 meter. Now multiply that, the width is 6 meter and height is 1 meter. So we have populated the component area table, component area column. Now move on to x, that is nothing but the centroidal distance from x and y axis. So first one is, so if you look if you look at this, so x and y, if you look at this, in x and y axis, so both are in first quadrant of the Cartesian coordinate, so both are positive. So both in x component also positive, in y component both are positive here. Okay, so first take the first geometrical component, that is right angle triangle. We know the centroidal distance, so here, so it is at a distance of h by 3 from the right angle side for the base, and same for the height, it is at a distance of h by 3 from the right angle edge for the height. So the longer, if the shorter side is h by 3, then the longer side from here to here, it will becomes 2h by 3 by deducting h minus h by 3. So now for right angle, it is simply a, but that is nothing but half of the width or half of the height. So it is nothing but a by 2 or b by 2. So where b is the height and a is the width, half of the width, the centroidal distance. So now come to here. So first for the, sorry, so first for the right angle triangle G1. So first the shorter distance from here to here, it is h by 3 for longer side. So h, so if I draw this here, so we know that the centroidal distance is at a distance of h by 3 from the right angle edge. So the right angle forms is here, the 90 degree angle forms here. So from the right angle edge to this G1 point, it is at a distance of h by 3. So if this distance is h by 3, then what about this distance from here to here? So it will becomes h minus h by 3. So it will become 2h by 3. This distance become this 2h by 3. So 2h by 3. So what is the value of h? This is nothing but the base width. So what is that base width? 2 meter. 2 meter here, base width 2 meter. Okay. So similarly in the y-axis, so y-axis, it is at a distance of this distance. It is at a distance of h by 3 from the base. It is at a distance of h by 3 from the base. So what about this side? This side becomes 2h by 3, but it is, we don't require, so we just require the elevation from here to here with respect to y component. So this side becomes h by 3. So now we calculate it here. So for this right angle triangle, so this distance is h by 3, then this distance becomes h minus h by 3. That is nothing but this distance from the right angle edge. We take the distance from right angle edge, so this distance becomes 2h by 3. So 2 into h, nothing but the base width, which is 2 meter. 2 meter by 3. So this one is nothing but the the location of the centroid with respect to x-axis. Now the location of the centroid with respect to this distance, that's nothing but this distance here to here, is nothing but h by 3. So h by 3 is, h is, what is h? The height. So here to here height is, the height of this right angle triangle is 6 meter. So 6 meter by 3, h by 3, h by 3, so 6 meter by 3. So now come to here the second component, that is rectangular. So for rectangular, so the distance becomes, so if I draw this here, for x-axis from here to here, from this point to this point. So if you look at this, so this point is beyond the base of this previous geometrical component, that is nothing but the right angle triangle, that is geometrical component 1. So add its width plus the centroid of this base. So the, with respect to x-axis, the, it becomes half of the width. So half of the base width becomes 2 divided by 2. So the base width is 2. So 2 divided by 2, it is 1. So finally we get 2, this base width of the previous rectangle right angle triangle plus this centroidal distance. So 2 plus 1, 3, 3. And for the y component, for this distance, so this distance is nothing but, the whole distance is 7.5. So the centroidal distance becomes 7.5 divided by 2. So what is that? Into, write down here. Okay, so the base width becomes 2 plus 2 plus 1, it becomes 3, because this distance is 2 and this distance is half of this. 2 meter is 1 meter from here to here, this distance between these two. And along y-axis from here to here is nothing but the half of the height, is nothing but 7.5 divided by 2, 7.5 divided by 2. Now come to the third geometrical component. So third geometrical component is here. So the base width is from here to here up to this distance. So to reach up to this distance, it adds up 2 meter from here and 2 meter from here, 4 meter, plus this centroidal distance along x-axis. So what is that centroidal distance? So we already know the formula. So that is nothing but the, at a distance h by 3 from the right angle side. So where it forms right angle, here, here. So the, this 90 degrees, that's not right angle. So from the right angle edge, so that's not this edge from here to here, that is nothing but h by 3. This distance become h by 3. So what is the h? Base width is 5 meter. Okay, so for this is for y-axis. So for x-axis, you need to add this distance for y-axis up to this side. Up to this side, you need to add this 1 meter height. You need to add this 1 meter height. Along with that, you need to add this distance, the centroid, with respect to y-axis. So for the third geometrical component, the centroid is nothing but right angle side, it is h by 3. So similar, same as earlier, h by 3 for the from the right angle side. Okay, so it will become, wait, so for the x-axis it is 2h by 3, sorry, h by 3 from the right angle side, right angle edge. Along with that, it adds up these two widths, 2 meter plus 2 meter, it is 4 meter, 4 meter plus this distance here to here, that is nothing but h by 3. So what is h by 3? Sorry, yes, base width by 3, that's nothing but the base width here, the base width. So base width is 5 meter, 5 meter plus 5 meter by 3. Okay, for y axis from here to here, so this distance, so it is also at a distance of h by 3 in the y axis, h by 3 plus this 1 meter, so 1 meter plus this distance vertically h by 3, so 5 by 3. So now come to the final geometrical component, that is the rectangular, this one. So for x-axis you need to add this whole distance, 2 meter, this 2 meter, and the centroid point. For the rectangular it is half of the width, and for the height along y-axis it is half of the height. So 2 meter plus 2 meter plus 6 by 2. So 2 meter plus 2 meter, 4 meter, 6 by 2, it is 3. 3 plus 2 plus 2, it is from here to here, it is 4. 4 plus this half of this width is 6 by 2 is 3. For the y-axis from here to here only, so for here to here, the half of the height is 1 meter, half of that is 0.5. So now multiply ax, so ax, so a is the area is here, and multiply these two parameters first. So I will multiply this and write that. You can multiply, or else you can multiply this parameter here, you can multiply these two parameter and you can add it here. Okay, so after that add all this ax here, it is called sigma ax, all this ax, add all this ax here, so it is called sigma ax. So I directly write the value here, sorry, so I will directly write the value. So I will get sigma ax as 165.8 for sigma area. The sum of all the, add the all these values of area, add all these values, you get the sigma area as 39.5 square meters. This one is also in square meter, sorry, yes, this one is also in square meter and this one is also square meter. So you get, and after that you need to multiply this a value and this y value. So add all that ay, that is it will become sigma ay. So the value I found was 104.58. Okay, after that you need to apply this equation, sorry, this formula here. You need to apply, you need to divide the sum of the ay upon sum of area. So the sum of ai is sum of ay is 104.58 upon 39.5. So 104.58 divided by 39.5, sorry, yes. So you get the y bar as 2.64 meter. So you get the y bar as 2.64 meter, sorry, 2.64. So I will reduce its size to, okay, so in meter. So now for the x bar, that is the distance along the x-axis, for that you need to multiply the sigma ax bar ax into ax bar by the sigma a. So sigma ax is 165.8, is 165.8, and the sum of the area is 39.5. So it will become sigma x bar, it will become 4.198 meter, sorry, in meter, 4.198 meter meter. So finally we found the sigma x bar and sigma, sorry, the component along x bar and the component along y bar. So if we plot that here, so the in x-axis it is 4.198, it is somewhere here. So if I draw that here, component comes something like this. If I draw that here, so if I draw that here, it is 4.198. So is come somewhere here, 4.198 along x-axis, and along y-axis it is 2.64. So it is coming around here, 2.64. So up at this point its centroid lies, at this point its centroid lies. It's nothing but G, whole G, the weighted G of this figure. Thank you. See you soon.